So, we've been doing this for quite a while now, and it's fair to say a lot of the inspiration I get comes from other people who do a very similar thing. That said, I spend quite a lot of time watching other people play this video game, and I think one of the most common things that I've heard tons of times is, oh, so-and-so had a message on whatever their chat system is saying, make sure you're recording when you log on. And you know what? For as long as I've played on a server, I've never seen that message. And I've always dreaded seeing it. Well, today, I have turned on my computer, and Discord has opened up, and Shroom has told me that the next time I log onto the server, I need to be recording. So I am. And I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie. How bad is it? Oh, is it? It's gotta be bad enough for him to warn me about it. Well, I hear chickens. There's no shaders because we're on 1.9.4 now and Optifine hasn't updated yet, so I haven't got that. I also lost my zoom button. And this thing here is a mess, and I will explain this to you and why I've had to do this. It will all make sense, and this is all changed. But yeah, we'll go over that another time. I think what I'm probably being invited to see... Oh, I think I've already seen it. How bad is it? Oh, really? Dude, there's not even a little bit. And there's a sky. Look at this mess. What does this say? You're in need of some fungus, Shroom. And you left me a block of diamond. Thank you very much for the diamond. Dude, look at this mess. What am I supposed to do with this? I don't even have I have one shovel. I don't even have a silk touch shovel. Is everything okay out here? Everything's okay. I keep leaving my horse around. Oops. Look at this. Where are... Oh, they're in here. Why are you picking up my stuff for? Let's get rid of these guys that are trying to interrupt my process. Get off my block. Thank you. Probably leave this here. Shroom, what have you done? I don't have any silk touch. I'm gonna have to destroy it all by hand before it spreads any further. Dude. Just you wait, Shroom. I'll get you back somehow. We will plan, and we will retaliate. Don't you worry. But yeah, let me have a little talk about this then. So the whole situation with this. Now, if you remember last episode, you might kind of remember how it was. But this half slab in here was up one at the top of the piston. And there was only one block of glass. So there was one block of air in there, which the egg would shoot through and hatch a chicken. And that was all good. Now, I AFK'd for quite a while to build up some chickens, but what was happening was the eggs were shooting the baby chickens and actually killing them. So I've dropped them down half a block, which is working perfectly. The only issue with that was that the flint and steel that was in here wouldn't light anything because there's no block for it to light. So I had to kind of amend this. Now this here is probably the long way around, but this is basically making this click twice, and it has a bucket of lava in it. So if we hit it now, it'll pour out its lava and pick it back up again, and the piston's still going. The issue now is, well, it doesn't really work. I just killed about 10 chickens and I don't know where all of their stuff went. This thing's still fine. This thing's still throwing eggs. But in general, I don't think this is very good. So instead of trying to hide the mess, I think we're actually just going to take it down and go with possibly a different design. Yeah, I have a feeling what it is that the eggs probably wouldn't kill the adult chickens, but they are killing the baby chickens. I don't really know. I didn't think the eggs did that, but who knows? Either way, this isn't working out for us, so we're going to need to get something new. Well, there we go. I'm quite happy with this. This is so much more simple than what we had, and it works so much better. Let me show you what's going on. Like I said, it's really, really simple. There is a hopper here with the seed chicken standing on top of, and then that feeds straight into this dispenser, which has this little loop here, which is going to power this block and shoot the dispenser every time an egg goes in. And they are then being placed on top of this half slab as little babies, and then when they grow up, they get burned and they go in here. Really straightforward. I almost feel like the one we went for the first time was way too complicated. Maybe simple works. These are very black, I know. I will talk about this in a minute because there are a few changes that's happened upstairs as well. With the resource pack that I have, it's been updated and a few things have changed. And I need to know whether you guys want me to patch them out or not. So we'll see. But I'll talk about that later. I've been sort of sitting here for not too long, maybe half an hour or so, and we've only got 14 chickens plus the 26 here. So it works. It definitely works. But all my time spent standing here could definitely be improved if I was farming something else, which is going to go here. So I think we're going to use this little loop here for a few more farms. But this one in particular is going to be a AFK fishing farm. So we can spend a bit of time on the server when we're not really on the server. There is the change. In fact, let's just talk about that now. You'll notice there are a few changes in grass and dirt. There's a lot of things I really like. Oh, it's nighttime. Let's get some sleep. I cleaned up the prank. Thanks, Shroom. We're going to get him back. Don't worry. I've actually got a very, very good plan. But it's going to take a while. And I'm actually waiting on something that's happening possibly today. And when that happens, we will get our own back. But you'll notice the walls are very different. And that is because the texture pack I'm using has been updated in terms of... is it andesite? I think it's andesite. The original andesite is now like a dark cobblestone. And I quite like it. That's not the right one. But let's swap it out so we can see how it used to be. And kind of get a feel for what we want to do. This is how it used to be. And quite honestly, I think the texture works, but the color, I mean, me and Shroom spoke about this in the live stream. The color, it kind of all blends into one. It's very easy just to get lost. It's not very, I don't know what the word is, exciting, I guess. Once you start adding the fences and then the banners and the lights, it does start to get a little bit more exciting. But I actually think that the new andesite texture that we're using really adds a bit of depth and feel to the place. Now, we did say we wanted to go for a little bit more of an evil feel, and this definitely helps with that. So I personally am for it, so I'm going to keep it unless any of you guys have any sort of feedback on it and whether you want me to patch it out or not. I can just take this out. It's not. It wouldn't take too long to do so. So I don't mind doing that. This here will need to go. The smooth stuff in between doesn't really work that much anymore because they're very different blocks. But there you go. That's the thing. So my plan now is to grab some materials, dig the little hole, and let's build a farm. Well, we found something. Let me grab some torches. We're going to need these. What is this place? This must be a place that we covered up on the edge of something, so I'm going to need to light this up quite a lot, or this could get really dangerous quite quickly. But that's cool. We've got some more room to work with, I guess, is a good way to look at it. So that's something. I also don't know whether I showed you this shovel. I had to make a cool shovel because I had to clear out a huge amount of mycelium. Thanks, Shroom. But I decided to make this one, and it actually came out really good. We got efficiency 4, which is really, really quick, so I'm very happy with that. I kind of need to do this with all of my tools, and in fact, this works perfect because the back blocks need a bit higher than 3. Awesome. Let's build this. Alright, last piece in place. I will need to clean this up a little bit and make this look a little bit nicer. I haven't really decided on any kind of design for it yet, but we'll kind of figure that out as it goes. But let's grab a fishing rod and let's do this. There are a lot of cool things that you can get, mending being one of them. Mending book will be absolutely awesome, so I have so much mess in all of these chests, please forgive me. But let's do this. I've got a few things I need to do outside of my house in the real world. It looks so scary out there. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to leave this guy doing his thing. I'm going to leave him fishing away here. And he will catch us some cool things. Possibly fish, possibly not fish. Nobody really knows. And hopefully, we'll get a few more chickens too. So, I know this has been a really choppy episode. I do apologize. But let's see what we can get. Alright, I have left it for quite a little bit longer than I actually planned. There are some big problems with this, and let me just show you. I don't know how much you're going to be able to make out of it because I plan to time-lapse it. I will link the video that I got the design from in the description, so you guys can sort of find out a bit more about it. If you're planning to build this on a server though, let me warn you now, there are a few issues, mostly due to timing on servers. It works perfectly in single person, the way it was supposed to, single player, the way it was supposed to be built. I had to add full delay to both of these guys and it's still kind of funny. What happens, and I found this out the hard way, which is why we don't have our mending rod anymore. If you hold down your right click and this isn't moving in the right way, you're constantly doing this, which just drains the durability in no time and it disappears. The idea behind this is that the trapdoor will kind of negate your right click. So if you try and right click something you can't, this is what will keep happening. So if we have the fishing rod, we're not doing anything. So the idea is this little trapdoor here will go down. So we'll cast, and then this will go down, and we'll hold right click on this, and you'll see it doesn't do anything because right clicking it doesn't mean anything. It has to have a redstone signal. So we'll stay there, and then the second that a fish appears and everything moves and stuff, then we'll pull it in because we're already holding right click. That's the basics of it, but that's why it didn't really work. So I had to change the timings and it's a little bit better. But yes, we did lose our mending fishing rod, which I'm kind of sad about. But to be honest, the whole point in this is to get more mending. So cool, doesn't really matter. We did get a few levels, which is kind of how the mending will work. So we're holding a mending fishing rod, doing this, we'll keep getting XP, it will keep repairing itself, and we can just go indefinitely. But let's have a look at our goods. Pew. Not bad. Oh, we have a book. We almost have a stack of fish, stack and a half of fish, almost. We got 2 name tags, not bad. Squids apparently here, that's fine. Repaid our tripwire hooks that we had to use for this. Let's see what the book is. Mending, no, but sharpness 3 is okay. Depth strider 3, I'm actually quite happy with that because I hate water, at least running through water. So I'm very happy with that. That's probably what I'll use it for, an aqua affinity. So that's not bad at all. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use it for depth strider though. So that's not bad to be honest, for not a lot of work. I'm kind of okay with that. 26 chickens. This thing is really simple and it's really cool, but it's actually a little slower than I thought. To be honest, with the amount of fish we're getting, we may not need this anymore, but it's cool. We'll roll with it. That's kind of what's going on. So what I figured I'd do to round this episode out I've just had a sort of quick edit of everything and it looks like we're coming to a close. The next thing that I want to do is quite a big project. So we are going to need to do that in a separate episode. And I need to get a few things arranged for that, but it's going to be huge, so I'm really, really excited about next episode. Hopefully you guys are too, but let's do this. It's got to be worth it. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. No mending, but I think you can only get that through fishing and from books, so that's not a problem. Luck of the C2, lure 2, and I'm breaking 3. This is going to be a great AFK pick. Rod, fishing. Cool, so I'm going to use this and keep fishing, get planning, and get digging, because we're going to need a lot of blocks. We're going to do some nether traveling. We're going to set up a bit of a nether traveler thing over there inside of the nether place, and we're going to go quite far out, not permanently, just so we can build this one thing. I'm not even going to give it away too much more, but it will disrupt everything here if we try and build it around here, so we're not going to do that. But yes, that is going to be it for this episode. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Of course, if you have, please do go ahead, smash all the buttons. And if you're looking for something else to watch whilst you wait for this, make sure you check out the Color Your World series that I've got going on at the moment as well. That's really, really fun. A really, really unique way of playing Minecraft. So head over and check that out. And yes, I'll see you next time.